Them vampire coming, them sukuya coming. I see them, they coming.
They send opium man for me, but I'm still going strong. I buck come from Guyana to try and lick me down, but I am blessed.
They send war and pout for me. Case going on too long. Me try more than she too for maintenance on me son, but
any day and any time is a good time right now. My time to shine now. Anytime is a good time now. I loving the way how I'm feeling.
anytime is a good time right now. My time to shine now. Anytime is a good time now. Now
They send policeman for me. Say me family do wrong. They cut me phone, I couldn't text, so I put it in song that I am blessed.
they saying all kind of thing about me. Me correct going too long, but every year I am with and winding down in town, 'cause I am blessed. Come and say anytime is a good time right now. My time to shine now. Anytime is a good time now.
I feeling to take a wine, cause it's anytime is a good time right now. My time to shine now. Anytime is a good time now. Look, they coming, they coming.
Them vampire coming, them sukuya coming. I see them, they coming. They coming, they coming. Them backbiters coming, all the haters coming. I see them, they coming. I work hard for everything you see. They can't take that from me. And I thank the Almighty for my sweet family, 'cause I am blessed.
Every time I reaching for the top, they try to pull me down, but them can never stop the works of the Father, Son, 'cause I am blessed. Any day and any time is a good time right now. It's my time to shine now. Anytime is a good time now. I feeling to take a wine, come and say anytime
It's a good time right now. My time to shine now. Anytime is a good time now.
See, they
Now.
coming, they coming, they coming, they coming. Hey, look them blacks, they coming. Hey, all them haters coming.
Them vampire coming, them sukuya coming. I see them, they coming. They coming, they coming. Them vampire coming.
Standing on now.
Them vampire coming.
most fed program on the island of Grenada and probably the Southern Caribbean. Special good night to each and every one of you. Hope that you all are having a wonderful night. We are only up on the YouTube tonight. We're not up on the Facebook. Yes, Facebook still has that problem that we have been having for the past week, where all our passwords and so have been reset. So we still have an issue with Facebook. Should be sorted out by tomorrow, because you see we're back in studio. We are not in the location we were in towards the end of last week. So we're back in studio this week. So indeed, a special good night to all of you joining us on the live. Remember to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend that Talking Points is on. Baby Daddy, I see you on from very early. So good night to you, Baby Daddy, Claude, Fitzroy Phillip, Sandra Joseph, good night to you, Kathleen Ledlow, Agnes Henry, Alban Harris, Phyllis Mitchell, Earl Benjamin, Vanessa Lalji, good night to you, Gavin Thomas, Francis George, Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, good night to you, my dear, Gemma Warwood, yes, Gemma Warwood, Janice Mitchell, Michelle Alexander, Faithlyn Hallie Douglas, Errol Bonaparte, Anna Andrews, and Jackie Raymond, Rick English, good night to you. And I see Wilfred is there, Deborah Laborde, Jacinta, and Matthew Boyne, good night, bro. And yeah, the word for tonight is distraction. Yeah, the word for tonight is distraction. Nice. We're going to name our program this week, that one. Yeah, distraction. Good life, good night to you. And let me see, Maud, I see you there, Maud Martin, good night to you. Christine Otley, good night. John Stafford, Dolores Redhead, Denny Sandy, Chris London, Jennifer, Luis, good night to you. Sherma Jeremiah, good night to you. And yes, good night to you and my lovely little friend there. Yeah. Kim Creedland, Sky, Clive Raymond, Dr. Julie Dubois, Arlene, Patsy, Cindy Thomas, Dennis Fabrio, Roslyn Jones, Mayana, I see you there. Desrin, I see you there. Alan Jones, good night to you. And Zoe, and you know, I forget to say Zayla earlier. Zayla, good night to you. Zoe, good night to you. Exalia. Let me see. Jerome Lewis, Janice Mitchell, Jocelyn Matheson, Marilyn Ferguson, Amanda Jeremiah, Arlene, good night. Winnie, good night. Eliza. Watch, if I look to go through that list, I ain't go finish it now. But a special good night, Cathy Albert. Good night to you, Mommy George. Good night to you. Yes, everybody. No, I'm here. I'm okay. You all don't worry. I am good. Yeah? I am good. You all do not worry. All right? Let me say that because 2 o'clock this morning, my mobile was ringing. Messages were coming in. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. All night, all day today, messages have been coming in. I am okay. You need not worry about me, and Talking Points will be right here. All right, just letting you all know that. They try to distract as much as they want. We are still going to speak on the issues on this program. We will not be derailed. We will not be distracted. As to the issue at hand, it is now a legal matter, and as such, I can't say anything on that. So if folks are jumping in expecting me to go into detail about different aspects of that, no. Yeah? Because this is now a legal matter, and you may end up in a situation, for instance, that you may have to have a jury and different things like that. I will not say anything further than this is now a legal matter. Yeah? That's the furthest I'm going to go on this particular issue, because we have many other issues that they don't want us to focus on. Many issues that they don't want us to tell the Grenadian people about. Like the fact that they ordered Imanis to come down to the Grenada Youth Center. And no part down, they flood, what kind of thing going down and thing. But anyway, they ordered them down there and told them that if they didn't come down, for whatever reason, they didn't find themselves down there today to re-register all the young people who are under the Imani program, that anybody not showing up today and not registering, so they don't care if you're in St. Patrick or you're in St. David or wherever, you have to find the money and get down. And if you do not go down and re-register, that you will be kicked out of the program. They want us talking about that. They don't want the Grenadian people out there to know about that. So they can attempt their purely, and it just means that they're just as weak as we know they are. They are just as incompetent as we know that they are. Because they have to try to silence. So when it comes to Real FM, you realize all of a sudden there are all kind of challenges being thrown up at Real FM Because right now we have the listeners who are listening via Real FM 91.9, 91.5. And we say a special good night to each and every one of you. We hope that you all are having a fabulous night tonight. So we have the listeners who have joined us there. Also, we have the listeners who have joined us again from Brooklyn, We Noise Radio. Wade, good night to you and the crew, man. I hope everybody is okay. Yeah, Wade is on with us every night out there. We Noise Radio. Yeah. And also we are on YouTube. We're not on Facebook tonight, but we are on YouTube tonight. Folks, remember to like and share the program. Like and share the program. The word for tonight is distraction. Yeah? Because there's a lot that they want you to be distracted from. For several months, I knew exactly what was taking place. For several months, I knew exactly what was taking place, who was pushing and who was doing. And there's a lot of other things that I know. But remember, I've always said there's a thing called mutually assured destruction. Let me just repeat that. There's a thing called mutually assured destruction. It's the theory of MAD. It's what existed between the USSR and the United States during the Cold War. It meant if you push your button to destroy us, we're going to push our button to destroy you. Yes, so just remember the concept of MAD. It's not that I go in mad, but there's a concept called MAD. Yeah, if they do political science, they'll probably find out about that when they're talking about the Cold War. Yeah? So, we will be doing a lot of people, oh, the program wouldn't be on and the program, no, the program is on. Yeah? Remember, I've had 2 years to prepare mentally for exactly what they did yesterday. 2 years to prepare mentally. Yeah? So, that is a legal matter. The lawyers will address it in the way that it needs to be addressed at the time that it needs to be addressed. And that is as much as I'm going to say on that. But we have to ask questions. This is June 2024. And as the old people say, show me the money. Because we need to know, because you have ministers, one minister for the year traveled 23 times, another one traveled 20 something. You have ministers that are traveling this much. And when they come back to this country, they have nothing that they can say that they have brought back of value to the Grenadian people. They don't bring back technical capability to help us in relation to something. Let's say the fishing industry, so you want to do long line fishing of a certain type so that you bring back some sort of technical people to come and assist with that. No, they ain't come back with that. They come back with, oh, we had interesting discussions. That's not what we send you there for. Because we send you. That's not what we send you there for. Yeah? We want to hear that when you come back, you bring something tangible for the Grenadian people. Something that the Grenadian people would be able to benefit from. That is why you go out there. You come back with something. And always refer to the late great Elvin Nimrod. Every time he came back with something tangible. Even if it's $1 million or $2 million, he come back with something tangible for the Grenadian people, and he making sure Carriacou get a share of that. But he's coming back with something tangible. All these ministers doing is traveling. Who disappearing for a month? You're hearing all kind of stories. Minister just disappearing for a whole month. You hear nothing. Well, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. This is the problem. Because there is a problem. And minister, there's a problem. As I say, mutually assured destruction. And minister, and there's a problem. You, the minister for St. George Southeast, and there's a problem. No, you are looking for it. So if you are looking for it, come for it. Yeah? Mutually assured destruction. Tell the people what is the problem, minister. Tell them why you had to go out of this country for 1 month on private business. Tell the people that. Explain it to them. Yeah, because I believe that the people out there need to know. Yeah? We need to know. Hear you all speaking last week. In fact, let me see if I could find that clip one time, man. I need to find a clip there. Because I want to speak a little bit about the Grenada Invitational before I go on to something else. Yes, I'm still speaking about it. Because they don't want us to speak about these things. And the more they don't want us to speak about them, is the more I go speak about them. Yeah? So, when it comes to the Grenada Invitational, as I listen to a minister come to tell the Grenadian people that he basically come to tell us that he can't tell us. That's what he come to tell us. He come to tell us that he can't tell us. Let me see if I could find that minister and hear what he said.
Take place. The Grenada Invitational. On Monday, April 22nd, the ministry that I have been given the responsibility to supervise, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, tabled a submission before the Cabinet of Grenada requesting a financial support for the Grenada Invitational. The Cabinet, in its prudence and kind wisdom, approved the submission for the financial request that was being made by the Grenada Invitational body. And we, as a collective body, we wanted to ensure that we are participators in the development of our youth sports here in Grenada, as well as it was going to be lovely to see our Olympians back home, yes, for a short period of time, and for us to be able to give them a send-off as they prepare for the Paris Olympics 2024. Regrettably, the invitation event was cancelled, Madam President, and all efforts made thereafter to reach Mr. Mitchell to ascertain from him as to why the cancellation of the event, because as far as I know from my ministry and as far as government knows, we were all on board in supporting the event financially. All efforts have been futile until yesterday, when I was able to get in contact with Mr. Mitchell, myself, and the PS and the Director of Sports at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And he has been under the weather, as he has reported, for a number of days. Actually, to me, Madam President, he sounded really terrible. But nevertheless, he said that he wanted to take some time to recover. And once he does, he is going to pay the ministry a visit, sit down with the team, and explain to us why the cancellation. So as it stands, Madam President, I cannot report to the nation as to why the cancellation until I am briefed by the director of the event. Yes?
Let me say several things here. One, the minister lied. They did not commit. In fact, the people in charge of the Grenada Invitational did not receive confirmation that government will provide part of the money, not the whole 150%. You're going to hear just now. Not the whole money, all the money for the Grenada Invitational. 350,000 that they would provide for the Grenada Invitational. That money could not cover the cost of the Grenada Invitational. You're talking roughly about 2 to 2.5 million, or maybe even as much as 3 million to run off the Grenada Invitational, to have it run properly for hotels and all of these different things. And some of that money can be in kind, in that you can offer the hotels, and so you can say, well, okay, you're not going to pay any taxes on the bookings that you have in relation to the Grenada Invitational. And equipment that's coming in, you can say, well, okay, we are going to give a tax break to the company that's bringing in ESPN and all that sort of thing. But the minister wouldn't know, because they was too busy doing other things that they ought not to be doing. And minister, you all were too busy doing other things that you all not supposed to be doing. And therefore, if you're the minister, you're supposed to be directly involved. I saw Nolan Cox as minister directly involved, making sure that what had to be done was done to ensure that you had a Grenada Invitational. I saw the same from Honorable Emlyn Pierre, to ensure that you had a Grenada Invitational. They were directly involved and in connection and in contact. And the then government had a representative on the local organizing committee. So if you have a representative that's on the local organizing committee, when things are going wrong or there's a problem, you would know. And you would know because you have a representative who is reporting to you and saying, this is going on, that is going on. The best way to move forward with this is this way or that way, or at least to make some suggestions. In fact, let me play people that does make sense.
To invest in them. However, Madam President, I just wanted to maybe ask a question, 2 questions on the invitation. I think it's appropriate, because the Grenada Invitation is a very important sporting event for our country, both from a sporting development standpoint, both from a financial standpoint, economic standpoint. Being former Minister for Sports, I had an opportunity to oversee the Invitational on 2 occasions, 2018 and 2019. So I do have some knowledge as to how it operates. But I want to ask, Madam President, because I just find it strange that the minister just doesn't have information as to the reasons why cancellation was tendered. Because from my understanding, I want to ask whether or not that the government or ministry had a representation as part of the planning committee on the invitational, because that is standard. An event of that nature would certainly have somebody representing government and the planning of the Ministry of Sports. So my view is, if there was such a person, reports should have been tendered to the ministry, to the minister, to the PS, as to what is taking place, how plans are going, and if there are any issues leading up to the cancellation, I mean, those would have been brought to the fore. So I wanted to find out if there was a representation, and if so, was reports being tendered? I don't want to go into a debate on this, but I just wanted to raise that because I think that for something so significant, for it to be cancelled without information, I think there just needs to be some more clarity on that. So I just wanted to take that. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Cox, and Senator Minister of Sports. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam President, and thank you, Senator Cox, as well. Madam President, we do have a representative that is on the committee, and the representative in his prudence, that's our National Coordinator for Sports, did and consistently reported to the Permanent Secretary and I as it relates to updates to the Grenada Invitational. However, Madam President, I cannot speak to what happened in the late rounds in the last 2 weeks or a week or so leading up to, I think it's supposed to start today. Today's supposed to be the Invitational leading up to the 6th of June. And as a result of that, I am waiting any information that Mr. Mitchell has that he can provide me and provide the Coordinator for Sports as well, as it relates to why the cancellation. Yes, I know that Mr. Mitchell went into a meeting last week, Monday, with his board of directors, the invitational event, and thereafter I have not been able to have a meeting with Mr. Mitchell until yesterday via phone call when he said that he is gravely ill, and as a result he would like the time to recover. And as I said, until such time, I cannot say to the nation why the event was cancelled until I sit with the director and he says to me and gives myself and the team at the Ministry of Youth and Sports the courtesy of saying why it was cancelled, knowing that the government committed to supporting 150% financially the event.
Again, that is a lie. The government did not commit to support the Grenada Invitational 150%. That is a lie from the pit of hell. And there's a so-called man of God saying this thing. That is a lie. The Grenada Invitational, folks, would cost, again, over $2 million to stage in cash and kind. So you don't have to give cash money for everything. And if you don't trust to give the money to the Grenada Invitational, then all you do is do all you do and only give $500,000 to the WASH program. That all you say, all you never give to the WASH program. But don't worry, documentation will soon be out in the public that proves that you all take $500,000 in cabinet and gave to the WASH program, to nation builders in particular, before the company was formed. All you want to talk about who is crook and all kind of thing, talk about that. Explain that to the Grenadian people, how you all sat in the cabinet of Grenada and decided to take $500,000 and gave to the individuals who are no more than political activists involved in nation builders. Every day is a day less all you in office, and I hope all you know it. Every single day that comes is a day less for you. Not a day more. Is a day less for all you. And there will be a reckoning when that time comes. Because you all will have to explain to the Grenadian people how you all could take $500,000 and give to your friends. Your friends and your political activists that you have in nation builders. Before the company was finished formed, and the documentation is there to prove when nation builders came into being. So you all gave a non-existent company $500,000. Well, you all think I go shut up and not talk about these things? You all think you could shut me up and I wouldn't talk about these things? No self-talking. I saying other things that I know I was keeping back too. I saying everything. Everything. Yeah? Everything that I had to say, I saying it. No. Explain to the Grenadian people. So that is a lie. This is a lie. 150% way. After the committee, the board of directors of the Grenada Invitational met that Monday night, they made a decision that they would not be going forward with the games. After they make that decision, they issued a letter. So the minister don't need to meet with Mr. Mitchell. There is a letter that came out on the letterhead of the Grenada Invitational from the Grenada Invitational that says that how they are not going forward with the games due to financial constraints. They're not getting the financial support. The government of Grenada, after 10 the night, the permanent secretary messages the individuals who are involved in the Grenada Invitational to tell them that $350,000 was approved for the Grenada Invitational. And you expect the people to go and have the games? You expect these people to go ahead and have the games? For what? For at the end of the day, when all you don't pay them, all the burden end up on the individuals involved in Grenada Invitational? Minister, you lie, and I tell you that to your face when I meet you anyway. You lie. You lie. That is not true. And you know it, and your cabinet know it, and all of them sitting on your side of the table know it's not true. You lie. You all caused Grenada to lose their games. I'm looking at Karani James, and congratulations to Karani James. Over the weekend, he was able to win a race out there in New York in the New York Grand Prix. And they asked him about the Grenada Invitational, and you could see there's a question that weighed heavy on his heart when he had to answer in relation to that, and saying that he hopes that he could see it come back. Even if it means it had to come back in New York, but at least he hopes that he could see the Grenada Invitational come back. We were supposed to see Karani running here, and these idiots were supposed to do everything possible. In fact, hey, all children, this time, bedtime. All children off the live, going to bed. Nice. No children on the live now, all children inside. This is the time that we should have been able to see our own Anderson Peters here in Grenada performing in front of us, getting the cheers of the Grenadian crowd to go to the Olympic Games and win that gold medal that I keep telling Ali coming back with. And Lyndon Victor to go and bring back the gold medal he coming with. And to see Karani go and come back with the gold medal that we know he coming back with. Yesterday you had Van de Kirk asking Karani, why you didn't wait for me? Because Karani take out on him. Say, Karani, why you didn't wait on me? That's the world record holder saying that to Karani James. Going into the Olympic Games. As we just say, the South African fella. But these individuals allowed the games to fail. And in my view, I don't know about other people's view, it's personal and it's due to political perception. Because as long as these individuals believe that you have a political leaning that is anything but them, they will do anything to destroy you. You think these individuals, last time they contacted the police, they was going for Jenny Simon, you know. These people don't like people, you know. They try to give the impression like they like people. So try and shift the attention now. Try and shift the attention away from the fact that you all, for the last 700 plus days, have been an absolute unequivocal failure. Failure. You all have been a failure and continue to be failures. Every one of them. I ain't taking nobody out and say, well, this one is performing. All. I hear people talking about the one in the south. Oh, I have something coming for you this week. If all you had to come for me, all you better come for me before the week done, you know, because I have something for he. The one in the south. That all you're so enamored about. Yeah? Because there are certain things when you're a minister you could do. And certain things when you're a minister that you can't do. Who vex? Vex. As I say, I ain't holding nothing on my chest. Everybody getting it this time. So if all you had to come for me before the week done, you know. Because by the end of this week, somehow you will be leaving cabinet. All right. In fact, folks, the phone lines are open. 440-7377, 347-329. 3101. Laco, you lie. You lie. Government was not fully behind the Grenada Invitational 150% financially. They barely even make a 30% of what the Grenada Invitational really needed to be able to operate. And the financial situation, the economic situation in Grenada is so dire that you can't find companies that willing to say we will give 100,000 here and a 50,000 there and a 250,000 there. It's only nation builders and them that does get $500,000 from the government of Grenada. For the Grenada Invitational to see all our people here, nah. Give $500,000 to a so-called NGO, which defies the context of NGO in any way that you look at it. It defies the context of what an NGO is. Yeah? It defies the context of an NGO. We have a caller on the line. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Good night, Mr. Scott.
Hey, good night, bro.
You will say it again. Say it again. It's damn lie. Because listen that man speak. Lie. And he lying on the man, so the man can call and tell him something and put him in his place. Stop lying. Like this man just tell lies. Today, I understand you're talking about something about with corruption with you. And your corruption is going on with them. Eh? This man need to go. You need to get them out of this country. This man is not ready yet. All of a sudden, to full their pocket. Eh? People catching in. Eh? Look at it. You man in Guam, you only fly. You only going all about you going. Eh? She don't care about Guam. She don't care about Guam people. They don't care about nobody. They care about themselves. And as you say, if I meet like what I tell you, like what in his face, it's damn lie. They willfully just spite work. So they could get rid of the invitational. As you just said, they don't like nobody. And that's why I see, when I tell some people, I cannot respect for this man and them. Because this thing belongs to us. This thing is invitational for all of us. Everyone would be benefiting. Hotel would be benefiting. Hotel would be benefiting. And business people are benefiting. Because a lot of business places, a lot of small business closing. They don't care about Grenada. They care about themselves. It's time for this man to go. Madoy, Magaroop, they say long rope for Magaroop. They have to go. They must go. Thank you, Sheldon.
Thank you very much, my brother. And the number is 440-7377, 347-329-3101. Those of you in North America, feel free to call 347-329-3101. And we can also take your calls via the WhatsApp. Let me make sure the WhatsApp is up and in front. Nice. Right, so we can take your calls via the WhatsApp. Give us a call on the WhatsApp as well. All you like to lie. But you know what? No, listen, if I don't think these people really care about people, let me hear when people ask them question about the travel and thing, how they does answer. Let me hear.
Young lady, when you go to conferences abroad, are you traveling with technocrats or are you going by yourself? Thank you very much.
Well, caller, do you follow my page and have you been reading the media outlets? You would see all of that. I've never shied away from expressing and putting out all of who the delegates are. Of course, you can come to the ministry anytime. Registry would be more than willing to give you the information as to who went, where, what we did, who we what.
First of all, that's a lie. None of us can go into any ministry and go to the registry and say we want a list of all who travel and all who travel for the year. If it was so easy, anybody would have done it already. It is not done that way. So that's a lie. That's a deflection and a distraction from what the truth is. The truth is you're traveling and you're bringing nothing back. Yeah? You're traveling and you are bringing nothing back. You can't go to any ministry and say to the ministry, well, we'd like a list of everywhere that the honorable ministers traveled for the year. And together with that, we need to know who are the people on the delegation. And together with that, we need to know what each of them were doing on the delegation. Also, the full delegation is never announced because there are government ministers, in particular the Prime Minister travels with cameraman, all kind of thing. You ever see they say, well, he's traveling with a media team? No. You ever see the say he traveling with his executive secretary because she all over the world with him? No. Sometimes you have permanent secretaries that are people, and I don't know why they're hiding the fact that a permanent secretary has all right to go on to some of these trips and so on. All right, because they are the person that have to manage the affairs of a particular ministry. And they may specialize in a particular area that they have to gain some sort of technical knowledge or some sort of insight. So if a permanent secretary goes on a trip, I do have a problem with that. But when it becomes your drag boyfriend, you drag this, you drag that, and all kind of thing, all you could vex if all you want is wrong. Is wrong. Vex if you want is wrong. Yeah? But anyway, you the rest of the answer. Papa, you don't ask them question, brother man. Hey, she mean you fast, or you could ask that?
What we spoke about, what the bilaterals was, so we try to be as transparent as possible. So first and foremost, take the time right now to click on KERRYNEZ James. That's my Facebook page name, and you would see all the information there. Or simply you could go on Now Grenada, you could go on GB, and you could go on GIS pages, and you would see from the 2 years in my tenure all the travel that I went on. It's documented as to who the delegation has been. And like I said, if you want to reach out to me, I am one phone call, one email away.
I didn't get the phone number and the email for people to be able to contact you. That's what you should have do. Get the phone number and the email one time for people to contact you, because you know you don't want anybody to contact you. So you make the statement. Yeah, you make the statement, but you ain't do anything to give people the information they need to be able to contact you. And you know very well, I'm going to challenge anybody. Go to the registry that, as she said, and request the information she asked for and see if you get it. Because if the opposition leader in the Parliament of Grenada can request information regarding the travels of each minister, and he doesn't get it in Parliament, yeah, the highest decision-making body in the land, Parliament, the opposition leader, His Majesty's Leader of the Opposition, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, former Prime Minister, has asked for detailed information regarding the travels of each and every minister between June 2022 and now. And up to this day, they refuse to give him. So if it's difficult to give him, when he asked that he's asking on behalf of all Grenadians, you think it's easy for somebody to walk into the what they call it again? She said the registry and get that information? No. It's not going to be easy for anybody to walk in the registry and just get that information. But again, distraction, deflection, like they do a course in that kind of thing. Distraction and deflection. Yeah? Because if, let me just use an example here. Today, there was a government press conference basically to attack me. That is what there was. Say, call it what you want. Everybody who has common sense in this country, whether you support NDC or you know NNP, you know that press conference was to attack me. My shame plate breaks, so you can't embarrass me. It break a long time ago. I do a shame plate. It break. It mash up into smithereens. So you can't embarrass me. So they have their press conference today. Let's just look at something. A young man went into the south of the island and was shot in the head and killed. No press conference. Another young man was in the sugar mill area. A car pulled up. Individuals with masks jump out and executed that individual. No press conference. You had an individual up in Snug Corner. Again, a car with masked men pull up, execute that individual, shot to the head. No press conference. You had the situation which took place with the two people that came on the boat, were kidnapped, were brought up the islands, killed and so on. No press conference. They came with the press conference after we embarrassed them, after we shamed them. In relation to that is when they come with the press conference. Yeah? You're asking questions in relation to things taking place in this country, no press conference. The same houses that they talk about and they say that people going to get them, people going to get the houses and all kind of thing, no press conference. But they having press conference. You understand what is the most important thing in the country right now? We have a caller online. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night, my love. How are you?
I'm doing okay. What should I say? The cabinet conclusion, we're still waiting on that.
You have a long wait.
We're still waiting on it. The faith-based organization We're still waiting on that. We just come from a long, dry spell, I should say. And they were sitting comfortable in AC. Well, you know how to speak, Sheldon.
Mm-hmm.
We in the, what we call the hurricane season now. You have all right now to remove all galvanized, all board, everything over the head, and let that rain, thunder, lightning, and wind deal with them. Have them fully exposed in that wet weather. Sheldon, you'll hear from me again.
All right, my dear. Thank you. So, folks, yeah. So you have all these things. Imagine all the murders that took place last year by the gun. No press conference. You had the situation of, somebody mentioned it there a while ago. Containers, not a container. I think we have the mistake thinking it's one container. From what I heard, it's about 3 shipments of guns that came into the country. Yeah? The person gave off the case. No press conference in relation to that. Yeah? They're showing you what they really care about in this country. We have a call online. Good night.
Good night, and how are you?
I'm more than fine, my dear. You go right ahead. You're live.
Lovely. Just keep it calm, but give them the information. What's about the killing of John T? No press conference. That poor mother. Yeah? That poor mother is crying for her son. Justice, right, is denied. All in America last year on the Parkway. Justice for John T. No press conference. The cabinet conclusion, no press conference. The Kanana Bay issue, no press conference. And the list goes on and on. But you, with a cell phone gate, whatsoever it is, gate, plate, whatsoever, they're on you. Tell them come stronger. Thank you. Good night. Give them the facts.
All right, my dear. And we want to know the press conference. We know that they have said that they are taking back the lands from all the investors in the Kanana Bay, Kanana hotel situation, True Blue hotel, that company there, yes, Kanana Bay. Where Flamboyant used to be and they building the thing, nice, right there. They said they're taking back all of the thing from the investors there. No, not the developers. They already sell out to the developers and pay them $20-something million. Now, there's an issue of $56 million. You see they hold a press conference for that? Have they held a press conference and brought the people who are involved, the Richard Duncan and the others who are involved in the discussions? Have they brought these people forward and say, well, okay, we have found 56 million US and we're paying off these 214 or so people? They ain't holding no press conference to tell you that. Because they're afraid. I don't think it's me they're afraid of, They're afraid of all of us as a collective. They're afraid of all of us. This, what we've created here, is what they are afraid of. So they're cowering in their boots right now. You do what you have to do, right? Okay, no problem. Legally, what has to be done shall be done. As I said, I have nothing further than that to say on that. But when it comes to the way that they approach things, Grenadians had to call on the Prime Minister for close to 2 months to come out and say something about the crime situation in this country. Close to 2 months. Our little Grenada, up to 10 murders. That is inclusive of the person that get knocked down and killed on the head. That's a murder too. So 10 murders for the year 2024. This is Grenada, We doesn't have that kind of thing happening. And look at the volume of them that have been by the gun. Then over the weekend, you're hearing guns fire in here, guns fire in there again. We're not saying that Grenada is an unsafe place, but we're saying that Grenada has a high possibility of falling into that slot if what has to be done is not done from the top. The Minister of National Security needs to go. He doesn't even think it was important to speak to the family of the 2 people who were visiting Grenada, the 2 yachties that were visiting Grenada, were kidnapped, were tortured, were killed. He didn't even find it necessary to speak to the families of these individuals on behalf of the people of Grenada. All you think that could have been Dr. Keith Mitchell? All you think that could have been the New National Party? They would have done speak to these people and so on. But no, they ain't find that important to do. You tell them about, okay, you want a gun amnesty, all well and good. But also offer some sort of financial incentive, the way the Jamaicans do it, the Trinidadians do it. You hear Trinidad police go and they find how much guns and bullets and they didn't arrest anybody, but they get that off the streets. You know how? Somebody call and say, I see so and so put something there, and then they go and they collect money for it. Grandma keep telling the grandson, don't bring that in my place, don't bring it to my place, don't bring it to my place. And as soon as he gone, she call the police and she say, there's a gun there, and they go and they take it and they go and they pay grandma. Yeah? So at least to offer, no, they're too big, they're bad, and they know everything about crime and criminology. So they refuse to take advice from people that know. You have people like Nimrod Olivier, decorated police officer, military man, offering advice to them, they refuse to take it. Free. Free to advise, free. They have a waste of time that used to be the commissioner of police, the worst commissioner of police in the history of Grenada. They have him now advising on the issue of security, and you're seeing things falling apart, yet still, you ain't say, well, let me make a move, let me take this person out. Instead, all you're going down in Junction and wine like jab on a Friday night. Drunk as fish inside spicing. The whole cabinet. Drunk as fish in spicing, and then find yourself down in Junction. So they feel people ain't talk about who the whining on who and who the jamming, who like a jab down there and all kind of thing. Whole cabinet drunk as fish. There's only one person I used to talk about drunk, but Friday, like the others game, the others game competition, way. Yeah? Volley of gunshots every now and again, firing all over the place. No press conference. Your safety is of no concern to these individuals. Nor the Attorney General, not the Prime Minister, not the Prime Minister in his capacity as Minister of National Security, not the advisor on national security. No, it is not their concern. Every now and again now, they roll out poor Mr. Esau, Superintendent Esau Pierre. They will roll him out every now and again to give some update in relation to things. Update us, tell us there's only one gun all you get under the ammunition and about 50 rounds of ammunition and one gun. That is all you get so far under the thing. And if you all had taken the approach that the new National Party was saying, you all would have get a set. You all would have get a lot more. Because not the people that have it that would have brought it in, but other people would have sell them out. Nobody is selling out people now and say where that is. Because in case all you go and all you don't get it, they know it might use on them. Yeah? Yes, my brother, and that's the next one. No medication in the hospital. You have people that had to do major surgeries and the surgeries keep getting put off and pushed back and so. Because the pain medication like morphine, etc., they don't have it. High blood pressure medication, they doesn't have it. Diabetes medication, they doesn't have it. Some basic medication to carry out basic medical functions, they don't have it. They ain't holding press conference and talk about that, innit? They didn't even want to go on the media. No post-cabinet press briefing. And the same minister who was saying that she doesn't bother with social media and doesn't post everything to social media is the same one telling somebody now, go on social media. Not press conference, go on social media and watch. That is where I'm working on social media. Don't go in a press conference because you're afraid of the questions that may come from different people. So they're afraid to go in press conference. No, go in the press conference. Go and let people ask all your questions. Don't go in all your, there ain't no town hall meeting they having, That is NDC rally. I say I'm not going. I don't put in foot. Who want to put foot. I don't go in no NDC rally. I'm not a supporter. I'm not going in no NDC rally. Because if you go there and you ask the wrong kind of question, is what will happen to you. So I'm not putting foot in none of the town hall. Yeah? It could be town hall, village hall. It could be what? I'm not going. I don't even want to see it, much less. So I don't go in. What are they coming to tell us? After 2 years, what are they coming to tell us? Just a few days away from them celebrating 2 years. I don't know what they're celebrating. The new National Party had all your election, say thanks. All they didn't win it, NNP had all the election. The NNP didn't do what the NNP was supposed to do, and therefore you all were able to pull through. But that was then. And if all of you listening now make sure you do what has to be done, then that cannot happen again. Because they ain't care, They're looking at the artificial intelligence modeling, and they are focused on the new voters. So they find if there are 4,000, if there are 5,000, if there are 10,000 new voters, they are saying they want to grab the majority of those. And they're trying to figure out how these people are thinking through using modeling that they gain from information that they're collecting all the time, using social media and also through different calls, and so that they're making and gathering information and building a profile for each and every voter. They're building a profile on each and every one of you. Building a profile on each and every voter to try and model which way you would vote. So let them go ahead with the AI. You do the groundwork. You make sure that you're registered. Make sure that the registration process is going properly. You check the list and make sure that your name is on it. Make sure you're in the right polling station. Make sure that everybody else in your household is registered who can be registered and who needs to be registered soon that they are registered. We need to do what we have to do, because we see we have a bunch of vindictive individuals that are in office now. So they want to distract. Where's the Marketing and National Importing Board that we were promised for the month of June? We're in June now. We're getting close to the middle of June. We want to hear that the Marketing and National Importing Board in its new format will be opening on this day before the end of this month, whichever day it is. The houses that sit down in La Sagesse, the houses that sit down in Carriacou, the houses that sit down up there in St. Patrick and in Beaujeu, that the new National Party was supposedly wicked because they didn't share out for people. Give us a press conference and tell us what is going on with that. You see, people's living condition is not important to this government. Who is you? When they're ready for you, they will come for a vote. They don't care, and they're not concerned about that. They don't care that there are young people right now who are looking for a place to stay. Yeah? Who are looking for a place to stay, and they can't get a place. And they might be financially able to maintain it, but they can't take out a 50-something thousand or a 70-something thousand to say they're going and buy a place. Plus, all you only giving the place to all your supporters, both local and abroad. And no are saying, all you only giving to all your supporters local and abroad. So therefore, the average person here that really needs the house can't get it. Why all you ain't talk? All you should have a press conference to talk about the confusion in cabinet today. Talk about the fact that Laco tried to fire the minister, the person in charge of Lotto. Why you ain't talk about that? That he sent the letter and the boss make him rescind the letter from the individual in Lotto, and then he went in cabinet today and cuss and nearly get fired. Why you ain't talk about that? Talk about that. Let us know about these things. Yeah? Don't just go and wind down in Junction. Drunk as fish who hold on to who and jamming down in Junction. Yeah? Everybody watching. According to Mr. Ashby. That is a minister. Yeah? Who jamming hard down in Junction. Drunk all over the place in Spicing. Drunk as fish. Your whole cabinet and hangers on. Yeah? All you look for whatever all you get. Yeah? All you look for whatever all you get. 4407377 347-329-3101. Who want to rejoice? Rejoice. Yeah? In any war, you have various battles. In the various battles, you hear about different situations that take place. Sometimes a combatant may get injured or so on, but they just have to get patched up and go back on the battlefield. This battle ain't done. Yeah? It now start. Yeah? 4407377 347-329. Oops. Sorry for those of you on the local line. I had it engaged. 4407377 347-329-3101. I am very sorry about that. I had the local line engaged. Hello, good night. Hello, good night, caller. Go right ahead.
Yes, good night.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Yeah, that last statement you make, is that true?
I don't make false statements on this program.
I know.
So you don't even want to call and ask that?
Something, I will tell you off the air tomorrow.
Okay, no problem, brother.
Yeah. I don't suppose I don't think, I know that's what's going on because people don't stop.
All right, brother. 4407377 or 4407377. You can call us on WhatsApp, or you could call us directly on that number. And you can also call us, those of you overseas, on 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on the inside. We've got a caller. Hello, good night.
So Scott.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, Nemo.
I mean, I know. Rodney, you can see you. You can see. It's not video. You can't
Rodney, behave yourself.
Say hi.
Rodney? Hello? Rodney, I want to say hi tonight, man. Hello? Oh dear, the call dropped. You had to call back, brother. Yeah, 440. Yes, that was my good brother Nimrod Olivier. Rodney cut him off this. So let's see if we can get him back. Yes, indeed. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Scott.
Yeah.
All right, say hello real quick. I got it.
Hello.
Hi, good night, Rodney. How your night going?
Good.
All right, wonderful. You had a good day at school today?
Yeah.
All right. Bedtime now, eh? Bedtime. 8:57. Bedtime now. All right.
It's not bedtime yet.
Yes, you passed your bedtime. Your bedtime is 8 o'clock.
Yes, brother Nimrod.
Yes, my brother. Listen, I'm just calling to say to you. Well, I mean, you know, I know I don't even have to say it, but I just figure I should call and say it anyway. That you know, you're very strong, you're very resolute, and you know, they will come. They will come, but you and I both know that you know, they're coming because of the truth that you speak in, right? When you speak, you don't speak from the top of your head. You speak with your clips and you speak with the facts, and you have your stuff to back it up. And you also know that you're not the first one that they came after, right? But I think it backfired on them tremendously, because I don't even know if you're watching your numbers. I'm not on Facebook, but tonight, even on the YouTube, almost 1,500 persons on the YouTube. So I'm quite sure your listening audience went up tonight, because now those that were not engaged before now wants to know, well, why they're going after Sheldon. And they're going after Sheldon because of the truth. We know that what they say makes no sense, right? We know if this AG truly believe in law and order, who she should be going after and who she should be targeting. Because there's ministers and cabinet members and parliamentary reps that are among them that has perpetrated crime. And nothing is being done about it.
Are you afraid to say Andy Thief? What do you
Absolutely nothing is being done about it, right? We also know, we have questions, because we are hearing that there are senior police officers using government and police vehicles to drive like it's their own, and still using government gas and collecting travel allowance. We need clarity on these things. These are the people that are reaping resources from the state. That is an abuse of state resources. We need to know about that. Those are the things that we need to know about. We are hearing that there are PSs and others in the ministry that are doing the same with government vehicles and using government patrol and collecting travelers. That is blatantly stealing from the government and people of Grenada. Well, I wouldn't even say the government, the people of Grenada, because we are the ones that work to pay taxes so the government could have spending power. We look this weekend and we see everybody in retreat and everybody enjoying themselves. What happened to the persons on the street? I can't begin to tell you the amount of calls I've gotten. Today is what, the 10th? I've gotten so far for assistance. People are hurting out there. And then they're going to do a press conference for something that's a civil matter. We had young men getting killed here. There was a spate of killing in this country from last year. Well, actually, it started in 2022. And we were told by leadership, well, I'm not going to do a press conference because it's not every... Well, it was important because there were those of us that did not feel safe out there. And some of us still don't. But something that's a civil matter, you're going to call a press conference, you're going to do... I Are they really serious? But we know, right? Because the guy that you just call his name, that is often left in charge of this country because he spent more time in that seat than the actual person that we elected to be there, tells us he has no original idea, and everything he speaks pretty much is somebody that gave him that idea. So we know what kind of state we are in. Hold strong, my brother.
I'm holding strong, man. Don't worry, I'm good.
All right?
I'm more than
Hold
good.
the faith. You know, to believe it or not because it didn't come up, but you probably was third or fourth in line of who they tried to go after already.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But we're going to show them that we are strong, we are resolute, we will continue to talk the thing, and if they thought you were popular, they just made you even more popular. You know, I want to say one thing, Sheldon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we know, and I'll call the name now. We know that Andy was bouncing checks during the campaign, before the campaign and all of that. But the new National Party, whether it was a conscious decision or whether it was discussed, nothing was done. No pressure was put on the police to go lock this guy up for all these hundreds. I mean, you're not talking about the man was writing a check for $5,010. It was big money, some as much as $100,000. But you didn't want to arrest him during the campaign to make him become a martyr. But you know what you call that? A party that knows politics and understands politics. But now that 2 years is coming up and they have nothing to tell us in terms of achievement of what they did. Imagine 12 days before your 2-year anniversary, you're supposed to be in glee. You're supposed to be happy of all the things that you did in the last 2 years, that you should be boasting about it. But for this second anniversary, all they can tell us is they spent how much money on a drone show. And that they painted the whole country in black and white, and now the black and white is all dirty, and all the drones is gone. Because they have nothing to tell us that they did, well, in the last 2 years, and specifically in the last 12 months. So they're going to try to deflect and to sidetrack and to do all of it. But, my brother, it's more than one Sheldon Scott. So I know they don't have the resources to deal with each and every one of us, Sheldon Scott. And we are there strong, and because the new National Party, I heard you say earlier on, and I want to encourage everybody to go out, make sure we are registered, canvass the list for all these people that they're trying to get onto the list, because we will not sit here and let them give us a government that we wouldn't elect. The diaspora people have their own issues. They have a 78-year-old and an 81-year-old person that they have to decide about over there. They have two old folks that they got to pick one out there. Those of us in Grenada, we will elect the government that we want to govern us in this country here. And we know that the new National Party is the only party to rescue Grenada and to put us back on a footing of respect. So my brothers, stay strong, stay positive, and we are together. Together we are with you.
All right. Thank you so very much. 4407377. That's my good brother Nimrod Olivier there. Yeah, that's my good brethren Nimrod Olivier. No, we have to talk the things. You understand? We have a call online. Good night.
Hey, good night, Brother Sheldon.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, Brother Sheldon, that ain't working. That divertatics thing to change this topic, that don't work in. Alright? That ain't working no more. If we work in election campaign, that working because we're fully aware what they are what they're trying to do. Alright? And with 12 days coming up, we'll be 2 years in governance. They have nothing. I don't know if they want to investigate to that and put that as one of the achievement in the 2 years. And they put that as one of the achievements. Brother Sheldon, when you look at the situation in our country, people catching the tail, people that they don't know where the next meal coming from, and the government try to help to better the living standard of people. You go and investigate something that did not bring the bread and butter on the poor people's plate. And Brother Sheldon, if they want to investigate, there are people right within there inside the cabinet who be sent before election. There's corrupt who are writing out a bounce check. Even when the government is wrong, check the right thing again. Who investigating them? Like Satan want to investigate someone, a child of God, and Satan should investigate himself. Or investigate the first cousin or the brother or the friend that sit on cabinet with them. When they want to investigate someone, when the person they say the person go and do something wrong, right? Because there are people that are supposed to look over that and they didn't look over it, right? But you don't go and do anything. So why they want to investigate? They want to shut up the program, but little do they know, right? The one what they try, if we fail, and we will continue to speak about the issue of the bread and butter what affecting the people of Grenada Carriacou and Martinique. Because they promise permanent job. They promise 650 to the people who receive the seed money. Where is it? That materialize. They promise again to fix the police station. Rain start to fall now. Are the police station fixed? That's what they should have a press conference about. To fix the police station, to fix the bad situation the country is going to under this administration. That's what they have to sit down and have press conference about. But I shall have about this.
All right, my brother. No, they're too busy. They want. Imagine, you had a situation where 3 prisoners escaped. The 3 prisoners hijacked a boat with 2 people on it. They kill the 2 people. After they do whatever they do to them, they kill them. The thing drew international news. All Canada, the United States, the UK, Europe, all over the region. People interested in the story. The Prime Minister of this country ain't saying nothing for nearly a month and some. But when it comes to this, you could do something yesterday and this morning you're having press conference. And in fact, press conference so important that you stay out of cabinet. You stay out of cabinet to go and do that press conference. We have a call online. Good night. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. A caller, can you hear me? Okay, this person may be having an issue with their line. Folks, just remember when you're calling, listen to the phone line. We've been having it okay so far. So let's go. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Sheldon.
Hi, good night, my dear. How are you?
I'm not hearing you properly. I don't know if it's because of the weather or whatever it is.
That might be on. Okay, hold on. Where are you listening?
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Where are you listening?
In Tempe.
No. What are you listening on? The radio?
I'm listening on YouTube.
On YouTube, and you're not hearing. I think that may be an issue with your device.
Okay then.
Yeah, because no one else has messaged or said anything like that. I'm sorry that is happening, but it may be your device.
Okay then.
All right, my love?
All right. Okay,
all right,
bye.
great, thanks. Yeah, it may be your device, so you may have to check that out. 440-737-7347. All our better started shaking all the boots. 440-737-347-329-3101. Nah, stop being nice, man. Nah, I done with that. No. All you prove today, all you don't care about Grenadians. Today, all you prove that the only thing you all interested in is political power. All you prove today, all you don't care about Grenadians. Yeah? We have a call online. Good night. Hello, good night. Okay, the caller, when you're calling, please listen to the phone line or you will lose the opportunity. We heard you listening in the background there. So you need to pay attention to the phone line itself. We've got a call online. Good night.
Shalom, Mr. Scott. Good night, and how you do?
I am quite fine, my dear. You go right ahead.
Okay. Shalom, I sit down here, and my mind is just going back and forth. And they have this name where they call in the present Prime Minister Baby Jesus. But let me tell you something. The Baby Jesus was Kit Mitchell. Because let me tell you something. There's a lot of them right now that are rejoicing and have all kind of things to say. They should have been in jail now. Dr. Mitchell, who have them out of jail. And some of them know. Some of them know to their conscience the thing, the bad things they do. They're talking about corruption. Even you have one that is so vocal. There was an incident a few years ago, and they know, with a young child in high school, where some disease was given to this child, and everything is because of Dr. Mitchell again, and back in days with Miss Clarice Charles, all of them that keep them out from the prison. There's a lot of them now who have big posts. There's PS and who corruption on the port, and they know who they are. They know who they are. Dr. Mitchell was too much a good person. He had too much a soft heart. Even right now, the whole presidency with Andy, they know it's a whole lot of nonsense that takes place. And now they want to come and talk about corruption and what you do. You kill somebody. What you do cannot compare nothing with some of this nastiness these people and them do the corruption they get on with. The present Prime Minister now don't care nothing about Grenadians. He don't care nothing as you said. They run to call press conference now. All the important things that take place in Grenada, they then run and have press conference. This one they have there as the Attorney General. I don't know. I don't even know if she know if today is Monday and tomorrow will be Tuesday. I don't even know. So you don't bother with them. And old people have a thing saying that when you see you digging hole for somebody, make sure you dig yours, because I am telling you, the day of reckoning will come. The day of reckoning will come. And what they think that everything they under the carpet, the day going to come out, everything is going to come out. Everything is going to come out. Because it's corruption to the highest degree that's taking place in the administration. And the Prime Minister and all of them inside there, they know. They know. Mr. Dickon Mitchell have, let me tell you, he had no love, nothing about the Grenadian people. Together with all them little students and them he have behind him. I don't bother them calling them, this one in Guam want to call people name and who's Kamana and who's, You don't see these people and them too out of order. Every time, listen, when news giving no, I just had even want to watch news because watching them, all of them making me want to vomit. They're giving me a bad stomach. I can't stand them. You've seen the deceitful look in the manner they have now for Prime Minister. You could see, the deceit in his eyes. And everything what they're doing is just forcing them. It's like if you want to go to the washroom and you're forcing and you just don't want to come out. All what this group of people doing, Sheldon, is just a show. It's forcing them. Because you know what? Loving people and caring people is nowhere in their vocabulary. They don't care about them because they show it out. And a lot of Grenadians know it. But just because of hate, they're hating people who are doing good things for them. They're liking people who don't like them. You ever see stupidness in this country? I fed up with these people and them. And I said, Gio, they have to go. And tell you be strong. Because let me tell you something. You don't commit no crime. It's those outside and them rejoicing, them that commit the crime. So you just stay strong and you don't bother with them. Have a pleasant night.
All right, thank you. Yes, indeed. No, I mean, the caller talking the truth. Listen, you have the cabinet secretary of Grenada right now was removed from the Port Authority. Yes, Ms. Carvel, the present cabinet secretary was removed from the Port Authority. Ask her why she was removed from the port. All you like to call people crook and say people dishonest. All you like to call people crook and say dishonest. When I finish with you, your eye getting straight. You, Mr. Attorney General. Your eye getting straight like if you do the surgery. When I'm done with you. Go right ahead. Try me again. Yeah? We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Hey, Sheldon.
Hey, you're live caller. Go right ahead.
Hey, Sheldon, just calling you to tell you I am happy to see how, strong you are. And now I'm not wishing you to stay strong. I can take strength from you. I can see that strength coming from you, and I can see you very strong. Sheldon, that achievement, that 2 years achievement, you've become part of that 2 years achievement where they want to go after the main mouthpiece. They want to silence the main mouthpiece of the NNP. As a few days ago, one of the ministers talked about propaganda, and he talked about, 7 stations out there that singing propaganda and what. And I was wondering, what is the propaganda? People playing clips of things you say and commenting on the things that you say, and you're calling it propaganda? Well, then, these stations are really and truly spreading your propaganda, because that's what they are showing. The clips they're showing to the people is the clips of you, what the things the NDC said. And for them to call these stations spreading propaganda, these guys are really mad. These guys really, you know, they don't know what to do. So so their intention now is to go after one of the main mouthpiece of the NNP. But Sheldon, stay strong, and NNP, stay with we people. I told you that before, and I'm saying that to us. We have to surround our people, keep our people warm and strong, stay as brothers, stay as sisters, stay united, stay strong as an organization. Don't stay from each other. This is the time for us to unite and keep the faith. This is the time for us to hold up our brothers, hold up our sisters, and walk hand in hand. Don't be ashamed. Let's walk with our brother. Let's walk with our sister and stay strong. And Sheldon, keep that strength.
All right,
God
my
bless
brother.
you.
All right, thank you. 4407377. Let me go back to the WhatsApp. Hello, good night.
Sheldon.
Hey.
Good night.
Good night, my dear.
I can remember clearly when I was walking. Well, you know, the area in which I live, you know the route I have to travel. I got a ride with a driver at evening. In coming up, the driver said to me, I have to stop by that boy when I reach that area. I says, no problem. When we got to the area, the driver stopped. He got out of the car. He says, you're not coming. I said, no, I'll wait for you. He says, no, come, let's go with me. So I came out of the car and I went with him. He went to the home of the boy. We met the mother. He asked the mother for the boy, which is her son. She says, he's not here. He said, what really going on? He said, where he is? She said, I don't know. He left a while ago. He left a while ago. She don't know where he go. He said, that boy think I'm joking. He said, I tell him I come in. I tell him I come in and tell me, yes, he waiting for me. Tell him what I say. Tell him I don't joking, you know. Tell him I don't joking. Well, with me now, I want to know well, what he don't joking about. So I said, what is it? See, man, that boy have money for me and he just brambling me and he don't want to give me my money. So I say, money for what? And he said to me, the money is for that. I was like, really? He says, yes. See, that man had the money for me, that boy had the money for me and he just don't give me if he think I'm joking. What do you think the money was for? The money was for housing material that's all. The money was for housing material that's sold. And the driver went to collect his share. I'm not telling you they say, I'm telling you what was told to me. I went with him to the house. And that boy was not around. And that person know.
I need you to sign an affidavit. Don't worry, you go deal with that.
I don't sign in no affidavit. I don't sign in no affidavit. Me and the driver go sign because me and the driver is family. 2 of us signing it.
All right, my dear. Thank you so very much.
Do not trouble until trouble you. Okay.
Oh boy, I think we have someone on the overseas line. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hey, Sheldon, what's up, man?
Hey, I'm good, bro. You go right ahead. You're live.
Hey, Sheldon, your program is making a dent on the NDC, bro. And it's starting to show on them. It's making a dent. And a big one to it. So they know that your program reaching a lot of people and because you are sharing the true news for the people, and they don't like that. So they would do anything right now. They will do anything to get rid of you because you're a threat to them. So keep up the good works, man.
Thank you so very much, my brother.
You're making a dent. And once if you're making a dent, they wouldn't bother with you. It's a dent you're making, and they're seeing it. All right, my boy.
All right, thank you. Yes, indeed. 4407377 347-329-3101. Yeah, this is the number for you to get on the inside. We are on Talking Points Monday to Friday. Yes, Monday to Friday. You hear what I say? Friday. Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Whatever I have to do to make sure the Friday happen, the Friday go happen now. Yeah? We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hey, bro.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Bro, we supporting your side.
Morel
hand in hand. You know what?
Yes,
they
sir.
told them start to come out, so they're getting vexed. That's what they want to get rid of. Why they didn't have press conference when the three men break the station and go and kill the two U.S. nationals?
That's not important to them.
They stay mute for more than a month. Several things, the Grenadian people seem trouble as well. They don't have a no press conference, but want to come to a press conference to tell them, tell them we standing firm behind it. Tell them that. And we don't play them. We don't play them and talking point and them not going anyway. Bring it out, Shirley. We don't play them. Have a good night, brother.
All right, bro. Let me say a special good night to my cousin Ira and my Uncle Ba. Hope you all having a good night tonight. Ira, tell Uncle Ba, don't worry. All right, yeah, we hear about all kind of things take place with gravel and concrete. I never hear no press conference come out for about the corruption that took place in gravel and concrete and so on. We've been hearing about that for a while. We didn't have a press conference in relation to that. All ain't giving us a press conference on the heave up in cabinet today. All ain't telling us nothing about what went on with Laco and Lotto and them kind of thing, and who vex and who bring back letter to try and dismiss people. All ain't telling us about that. No, whole press conference and talk about that one, yeah? Let's hear about that. It's going to be very, very, very interesting. We've got a call online. Hello, good night.
Good night. Good night. How are you?
Hey, I'm quite fine. You go right ahead, my brother.
You know them people is bloodthirsty people. They're living on blood. They must have blood when this time comes. They're living on blood. That's why they send back them Haitian, because they're living on blood. They feed blood. You know?
Yeah,
they're living on blood. So you just take your time and behave yourself. Let's do what you have to do. We'll do what we have to do. Don't worry them.
All
right. Can't stop pictures. It's coming hot and sauce for them. Don't worry. God is good.
Yeah, man. Bless up. 4407377. I think we have a call coming through. Let me just make sure which line. All right. Yes, I think I have it. Hello, good night. Hi, good night. All right, let me wait a while. I think this person may be listening for the voice in the background. Hello, good night. Speak to us on the phone, please. Yes, hello.
Hello?
Yes, we're right here. You can speak. You can go ahead. You're live.
Hello?
Yes, my dear, you're live. Okay, you're live. You can go right ahead. We're hearing you. You can go ahead.
Can't hear you at all.
No, but we're hearing you. I'm not sure why. Everyone else has been hearing us tonight. You can go right ahead. We're hearing you.
Hello, good night, Sheldon.
Yes, my dear.
How are you, my dear?
I am okay. I'm right here. You go ahead.
They feel they could pull you down, but tell them we NNP people is standing strong. Or what they must check for, they don't check inside. I thought us Kit Mitchell, I don't know, I used to be whining. What they have to have the press conference about, when they get back the GBD money from Andy and Lacret, then they're going to attack you. Tell them get back that how much $1 million first before they attack you and say what they have to say. Because these people, and they're doing so much a crime in the country, they wouldn't talk about it, they have it covered down. Tell the Prime Minister stop traveling and think about Grenadian. Who put him there? He don't checking on Grenadian. He checking on he and the people and them, and not only he alone, because he have workers, other ordinary workers who are traveling too. And when they're going with the woman or the man too. Tell them check on all of that before they attack you. You just stay firm and continue and educate us what can do. Bring out the message to us. Don't bow for them. Stand up strong. Have a good night. God bless you.
Thank you so very much, Moms. Yes, indeed. 440-7377, 347-329-3101. Pastor, good night. Good night, Pastor. Good night. Good night. I think we have a caller line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Hi, good night, caller. You're live. I'm not sure what has happened there. If this caller is also... Hello, good night, caller. Hello. Well, I think everyone else before was hearing us okay. I'm not sure what's the problem. No, everybody else was hearing us pretty okay. So I think that it's not internal, eh? Yeah, I think it's external. Hello, good night. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, I think we lost that one. 440-7377. 440-7377. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Yes, ma'am, you're live. Go right ahead.
Sheldon, what I call it, if when Kid Mitchell, Dr. Kid Mitchell, they think and he down in jail, he will not have mouth to say anything. That's what he had also do, so he have mouth to talk now you outside.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, no, when all you go in and call people, all kind of name and so, know that you all kin and kit. You all kit and kin, as they say. Yeah, all the people that together with all you sitting and eating with all you and going and wind down in junction with all you. Them same people doing a lot worse than what all you accuse people and still doing a lot worse than what all you accusing people of. Yeah, there are many of us out here that know a lot of things, you know. Sometimes we decide we ain't going and say, sometimes you decide you're going and say, right now I'm saying everything. Yeah? And don't be upset, you know. Because all you may not believe it, but I actually love each and every one of you. That's what my mother grew me up. I love each and every one of you. I hate nobody. But you all, sometimes you have to correct a child. And back in the days, I know sometimes when you correct a child, my mother used to say, who can't hear does feel. So, yeah, 440-7377, 347-329-3101. Folks, remember, you can call us on the WhatsApp as well. You can call us on the WhatsApp as well. Eh? So 440-7377, 347-329-3101. You can call us there. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. So Monday to Fridays, yeah, we're going back and take with Friday. We're doing meeting on Friday and thing again. Right, nice. We have a call on. Oops. Let me make sure I have the right one here. Yes. Hello, good night.
Good night to you, Sheldon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right, go right ahead.
Yes, Sheldon, the problem with these NDC boys and them, they always say cat don't like to see cat walk with a bag. Because when they see you, they think, well, look, well, you might get more than them. These fellas and them, they don't have no head. So they ain't gonna stop us from talking. We go keep talking until the end. So they could try whatever they want to try.
Of course.
NNP all the way.
Of course.
And these boys and them NDC, they have to go. So tell them, don't watch you, watch themselves in all what they are doing. They need to call conference, press conference, or whatever conference with all the things that is happening, and they're not doing that, what they have to do. All the people that is not getting paid when the time come. That is what they have to do. So when you is a cat, they don't want to see another cat pass, because that cat might handle more than what them going to be handling. So you stay strong, Sheldon, and keep up the good works. We are here with you.
All right, thank
so
you so much.
You have a blessed night, everyone.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Just make sure they know what type of cat, because I's a lion. Me ain't no kitty cat. Yeah, I will eat them. If you want to call me a cat, I'm a lion. I belong to the feline family. I'm a lion. Me ain't no kitty cat. All right? Yeah. Wrong person. If you're looking for a kitty cat, wrong direction. 440-7377, 347-329-3101. We've got a call on the line. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Sheldon.
Hey, how you doing, my dear?
Ade, boy.
All right.
Ade. I'm standing from behind you.
As usual, I know you're always there, man. I ain't worried.
Yes. I have to say, we NMPites, we have to rally behind you, and we have to stay strong behind you. And they can't stop us. They're trying to distract us. Tell them. I live in Sanse. They lie. I make 40 years with the party NMP. And we going strong still. We rallying behind you, Sheldon. All right.
Thank you so very much, my dear. Yes, that's my good friend there, man. Yeah. 440-737-734-7329-3101. And let me see. Yes, I think we have a next one coming in on the local line. Let's go to the local line. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good night. How are you?
Good night. I'm good, and you?
I'm quite fine. You go right ahead.
Yes. I'm a trainee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a Imani trainee. We have this letter that going around stating that we have to go down and the trade center sometime in July, on different days. And when we find out from our supervisor, he say that we have to do re-registration. So I don't know if you have anything to share on it for us, please, as Imani trainee, anxious to know what is going on with us Imani trainees, because one of my friends from another workplace who sent this letter on my phone. I didn't know anything about this letter, the ministry of some way that sent the letter. I don't remember where the letter comes from right now, but anyway, I got it on the phone, and it's stating that all Imanis, batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, but they're taking everybody by batches. So we have to go down in the trade center on different days and the first week in July.
Mm-hmm.
So we would like to know if you
the
know
first week
anything.
of July?
You could share. Yeah, the first week in July.
Okay, because I was
Some
hearing
have to
something about today.
Go on the 4th, some have to go on the 5th, some have to, it's different days we have to go.
Mm-hmm.
So,
no, go ahead, my dear. We're hearing you. Hello? Yeah,
so
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
we are even we Imani trainees. When we ask the supervisor, well, what is going on with okay, what they really call him to tell us down in the youth center, and we ask him, and he said that re-registration. We want to know, well, what this re-registration is for. After they promised us permanent, now you're calling us down in the trade center to tell us what? To re-registration? Re-registration? What is re-registration? We would like to know what is re-registration. Because re-registration, we don't really know. Okay, somebody to come out and tell us what is re-registration, because after we did in the workplace for all this long time, and then in the campaign you stated that you were going to give us permanent. Now you're calling us in the trade center to tell us about re-registration. I don't know. So I'm Scott, you know anything that you could tell us or anything you can say? Because it's really troubling us, we Imani trainees, it's really troubling us. Because we are worried now. We have with family, we have with children, you know. The little stipend that's come in handy to send the children to school, you know. Things are hard. And now for we have it as now, you're calling us to send us home. And then we have to re-register to see if we ready to
re-register,
for to get through on another program, and then we don't know if we will be able to get through on another program. So we want to know something. So and if you know anything, you could share it with us, please.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
I'll do that. Now, let me take a moment on this one before I take a call again. Now, from what I have seen, it says the schedule for re-registration meetings for all Imani trainees based on batch numbers. So they have a time for batch 8, batch 6 and 7 together, batch 4 and 5 together, batch 3, batch 1 and 2 together, and so on. And they're asking them to head down to the youth center. I had some information that it was, but what took place today was the registration for the Empower, right? Because I had said Imani earlier, it was for the Empower. So 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and business casual, so on and so on. What the Imani trainees have been told as well is that if they do not show up and re-register, that they will be kicked out of the program. And this last caller, the Imani trainee, made a very valuable point. They were told during the election campaign that they would be not taken off from contract work, they would be given permanent employment so that they would be brought into the public service. That was the promise that was made to the Imani trainees. The young lady that called is not lying. She's speaking the truth. That was the promise that was made by the National Democratic Congress during the election campaign to the trainees. They said that having them on contract was wrong, so you're making them re-register to get them contracts again? That's not the promise. The promise was that you all are going to make them permanent, not that you're going to re-register them. And now you're coming up on 2 years, so you're talking about re-register. No. You should be talking about, because remember the promise that was within 1 year. That was the promise, to take off all these people off the different programs and make them permanent within 1 year. But we see other things happening. We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Good night to you, Mr. Scott.
Carriacou.
Mr. Scott, I am very, very proud of you. You hold your head up high. Mr. Scott, continuously calling the government out for the wrongdoing. Call them out. They should be ashamed of themselves. Let it be accountable for what they fought to the Grenadian public, because we are listening to them and we're looking at them. And for 2 years, they haven't done nothing to improve the country. You go to the hospital, no medication. Everybody is crying out. The place is dead. There is a wake. There is a wake every night. Funeral following. Tell Claudette Joseph to behave herself. She got nothing to say. She should be ashamed of herself. I'm ashamed of them. We can't go anywhere and say we have a government. NDC government, so good as far as I'm concerned. So, Mr. Scott, don't fret to call them out. Call them out for the wrongdoing. They're doing a lot of wrong things to the Grenadian people ever since they take office. And I'm supporting you 100%. Don't fret. We're behind you. Whatever you say, we go do, because we're standing up with you. Go have a good night, Mr. Scott.
Thank you so very much, my dear.
Bye-bye.
And I know a lot of them ain't like to hear when all you're saying that. They don't like to hear when all you're saying that. Yeah? They ain't like to hear it. Nice? Yeah, they ain't like to hear when all you're saying that. They don't like it at all. They like to hear that. Eh? Yeah. 440-737-734-7329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to get onto the inside of tonight's program. And let me see which one it is. Oh, yeah. Let me take the WhatsApp and then I'll take the other one.
Yeah, take this call. This call is the most important call you to take right now. Take this call. I have no sympathy with you tonight. None.
Where?
Yes. A day on that BMW dropping a gearbox, I had to come out and take a turn in your backside. You remember a couple months ago, you and Devon on the radio, and you get mad at me. When I call you and I tell you and Devon, all you're talking about the elephant, around the elephant, but not about the elephant. You remember that night?
Yes, sir.
And I told you, if you speak on the elephant, pink, green, purple, whatever the color of the elephant is, once you talk on the elephant, they can't come after you after that. But you give them, you lead them, you take sympathy on them that night, man.
Well, sympathy
very
gone.
good and wrong, doctor.
Sympathy
you took
gone.
sympathy with them that night. You know? So people are saying, if you know you're not good food, take in front. So you lead them with their bad food, and now they take in front. But anyway, they pick on the wrong one. They pick on the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? They really pick on the wrong one.
I only had to be laughing, brother. I had to be laughing. All right. But anyway, you might hear a cabinet reshuffle soon, eh? Anyhow, just remember I tell you that.
Listen, they pick on the wrong one because listen. I wonder if these people actually sat down and analyze what a can of whoop-ass Pandora box they open for themselves. I wonder if they really... did the Attorney General sit down and... Oh, no, oh, Lord. What am I talking? What am I saying? My friend, stop holding back where this thing is concerned. Stop holding back. You have it, let them have it. Don't keep holding back. Don't save nothing for later down the road. Today is today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Because the way they're going, they're making news every day about themselves. Every day. They're creating their own havoc every day. So when you have it, just let it loose. Let it loose. So when you let it loose early, all you have to do is revise.
As I get them wrong, envelope are opening and coming. As I get them wrong, envelope are coming in with
just
it.
Just open it and let it out. You forget your day. You need to go back to school. You forget them teacher come in the beginning of the school term, early in the school term. Eh? Them teacher never come. What was our physics teacher in GBSS again? Shucks, I forget his name right now. Can't come to mind. He used to say when the first week on school and children, but teacher, he said no, we starting off early. So when we done, all we have to do is revise. If we finish in 3 months, after that, you use the rest of the school year, just do revision. So as you get them wrong for envelope, let them have it.
Okay, sir.
And then after that, you just coast.
Okay,
just
sir.
Coast. What I really want to tell you, I will tell you personally. But you look for that lash in your backside. You look for that lash. You look for it.
Oh, God.
Later,
my brother. Go back on that car.
Yeah. I'm pulling out that transmission after I series the gearbox.
Okay, brother. Later.
Good night, my dear. Good night. Later.
Oh, goodness. The 4407377. Let me rotate. I have to take this one. Hello, good night.
Hello, good evening, Sheldon.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm good, my love. I'm good. I just wanted to let you know and to endorse what our other callers said. We are extremely proud of you, Sheldon. And tonight, you make me remember Michelle Obama during her husband campaign. You remember she said, when they go low, we go high. Mm-hmm. And tonight, you went the highest that you could have ever go, Sheldon. You held yourself up so the NNP family, the Talking Points family, as I told you earlier today, will be behind you 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. And I want to let the Attorney General know, the same way she hold a press conference about you today, we want her to hold a press conference about the minister. The minister that took the goods off the port without them being checked. And those that were checked, they were on the invoice. All of that he did, not to mention the bounce check, not to mention the other crimes that he has committed. And it all goes scotch-free. But don't worry, they touch one NNP, they touch all. And I told you today, you have all of our support.
Yes,
we love you dearly, and do not be faulted by this. Stand tall.
Of course. Thank you so very much,
my dear. Sheldon Scott.
Yes, indeed.
It brought tears to my eyes to know a man of your caliber, that they want to your character. Don't worry. Those who know you know who you are. A wonderful evening, Sheldon.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Yes, indeed. No, this is let me explain. This is a different Sheldon they're dealing with, you know. This is not the one they thought they had before. It's a different guy they're dealing with. And I think they realized what they did, huh? We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Rastafari.
Hail I.
Listen now.
Yes, man.
Sheldon.
Yes, sir.
If a man in bed for 3 days, right? And he put on his nice shirt and his white pants and his white shoe, and he go down the road, and he still unclean, and he still stink.
He go smell. He go smell.
So let me tell you something. Tell this guy, you could lie to win an election. but you cannot lie to run a country. You could lie, you could hide to buy land, but you cannot hide to work it. Now, these guys, the Bible says, behold, your sin shall find you out. And the sin finding them out now, and they want to blame you, but you ain't God. It's the sin that is exposing them. Let me tell you something. A country cannot run by policies. A country run with love. When you love people, your country will prosper. When you hate people, you will go down. You can't. Listen, the same thing, NDC like a train. They run on a line. From Bradford, from Tillman to Deacon. They come the same direction they go in. You know, anytime a train run up, you know much people was dead. So the train run on the same line. So any NDC coming power is the same governance you gonna get. I don't know what make people think this NDC will be different. No, it's the same train line, the same train line they're running on. So they can't blame nobody for their downfall. They have to blame themselves. Those clips are there to expose them. It's not you. It's the clips that are exposing them. It's the server sticking there. So let them not feel they could hide from it. The sins is finding them out, and God is going to deal with them. They think them for people they make cry. Cost take them already. Blight take them. They can't do better. Have a good night, partner.
All right. Thank you so very much, bro. Yes, indeed. 440-737-7347-329-3101. And we go back to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hello. Hello. Hi, good night.
Hello, Mr. Scott.
Hi. Yes, we're here. You go right ahead. You're live.
Good night. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. You go ahead.
I just say when the lion sleeping, don't wake it. You see, when you're in a situation and you feel threat to security, you are desperate. You will do anything. So you don't have to worry. You see, because when you really look at it, things that which they're supposed to look into, and not look into it, but they realize they haven't got anything much to deal with. And with that, so weak and feeble. And that absolutely doesn't really concern them or make any sense. And they're desperate. So they will look to hold on any weak branch and any straw to make the way out. So stay strong.
Yes, thank you so very much, my brother. Thank you so very much. Yes, indeed. Yeah, they ain't like hearing that. They ain't like hearing all with them thing, They ain't like it at all. That burn in the ears right now. Yeah, they thought they would be hearing differently. We have a call online. Good night.
Good night, Sheldon. Good night.
Hey, good night. How are you?
Yeah, what I want the Minister of Labor to do. The amount of guns they get and they put in the barrel, they should have press conference about it. They don't do that. They don't do that. They want to shut you up, but tell them we're standing real strong. We're standing real strong, and what they're trying, they cannot make because you're pointing them out. You're pointing them out, so they don't want the people, the massive, know what's going on with the nasty things they're doing inside government. You understand? All the wrong things they're doing, they must have press conference about it. Instead of they coming and have press conference about you, but which you ain't do nothing about. You understand? So tell the Minister of Labor and Ken Jones have the press conference about themselves, not about you. Good night.
All right. Thank you so very much. And I think we have another caller coming through on the WhatsApp. Hello, good night. Hello.
My brother.
Hey, sister.
Hey, how are you doing, brother?
I am good. You see us smiling?
You better smile just to let you know I'm behind you 1,000,000%.
Yes, indeed.
We got your back.
Of course, my dear. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome, bro.
All right. Yes, indeed, folks. Let me see here. We have a call coming through on the overseas line. Hello, good night.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. You're live. Caller, right ahead.
Yes. I have been following that cell phone thing since the story came out in 2016. I think as a man, you have you came up and admitted that, yes, you did use the phone and you are willing to make restitution to the state. And you made a public call. You said that you are waiting on the state to offer a plan where you can make restitution. Now, the Attorney General's press conference today have left us with so many questions. And the question is, and you don't need to answer because those are legal matters. The question was, did the state comply, or did the state accede your request for a plan? And if so, was there a plan in place as you had asked for? And did you meet the terms and condition of the plan, or you failed to meet the terms and condition of the plan? You see, those are some of the questions that I thought the AG should have done, because she should take us to the next episode, not to say what happened, but to take us from the point where you have admitted, yes, that happened, and I'm willing to satisfy that, and I'm hereby asking the state to facilitate me with a plan where I can pay back the state so that it would not become a charge on the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinique. I did not hear from then what happened, and you don't need to answer that. You don't need to go into that, because those are some things I'm sure that your lawyer would be asking. What happened then? Was your request granted? Who negotiated the plan? Or did it fall by the wayside? But you know, when someone have come forward and has admitted to something and have agreed to make good on it, I don't see the need for the press conference. I thought she should be telling us, well, you have agreed to such and such, and so far the state have complied with your request, and you have not made any efforts to satisfy the plan as you said. And that's how I see it. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, caller. And as the caller rightly said, it is a legal matter. I cannot make any statements in relation to that. Yeah, all you could say all you want about what the caller say. I cannot make any statement in relation to what the caller has said. But what I will say to the caller is thank you very much, caller. Much appreciated. All right, we have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hello.
Hello, good night. You're live. Go right ahead.
They want to see government.
Hello? We haven't heard you. Caller? Caller? Okay, maybe they have an issue with their device. Caller, feel free to call back. We didn't hear what you said. We don't know if it's your device or whatever, or if it was something you just said and went. We can't hear. 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, that is the number. Or you go call and you don't know the number. Call 440-7377 or 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on the inside. We have a call online. Good night. Hello, good night. Hello. Okay, caller, it seems as though you may not be paying attention to the phone line when you call, because I heard you listening in the background. So remember to pay attention to the phone line. We've got a call online. Good night.
Sheldon?
Yes, my dear.
Good night.
Hey, I love to hear that voice.
People them they know who they joking with, you know. I hope they know who they're joking with. You have a lot of things they're doing inside this Grenada, and they're not talking about it. What they're doing, they have to have press conference, as the lady called last tonight they know, and talking about Imani. Why they don't go and have press conference about it? You check?
Of course.
I find they have to leave you alone. What they hate, that one they like. The things that they're doing, what they hate, that is what they like. Sheldon, they can't touch you, they can't tell you nothing, and tell them, leave you alone. Just tell them, leave you alone. Because they know my mouth. They know my mouth, I'm not joking. Sheldon, have a blessed night. And fear that kind of Satan on them. Fear the devil on them.
All right, my dear. 1-07377-347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Doc, good night to you, sir. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Yeah, you have all kind of things taking place in this country. Now, government's chief legal advisor was on that press conference this morning making an idiot of herself. Well, we know she's an idiot, but she had to prove it by coming out this morning. Now, with that, she had the opportunity to speak to the Grenadian people of how an individual could bring a container with at least 6 weapons or more in it, and how much thousands or hundreds of rounds of ammunition, and then have 2 or 3 more shipments enter the country with more guns and more ammunition, and how that individual could walk free. That is where you're supposed to come and tell us. Come and explain to the Grenadian people how you have been so inept in your job as the chief legal person to the government of Grenada, and how your government has failed in this respect. That individual was able to walk free, and we don't know what took place with the firearms. Were they allowed to keep some? Were they allowed to keep one? Were they allowed to keep anything? Were they destroyed? Were they given to the Royal Grenada Police Force for them to use? What took place with all those firearms? Because we is a pile of gun. So what took place with that? The Grenadian people would like to know. When you're coming out and talk, be extensive, talk on many things. Let Grenadians know. But you see, you all ain't care about the fact that that individual came and they walk. You all ain't care about the fact that that may not have been the only one. That the one all you catch first. And then it had others that they may have been before. You all ain't care about that. Because when it comes to things disappearing on the port, your cabinet ain't care about that. Ask your cabinet secretary, Ms. Carvelet, ask her. And ask Mr. Andy Williams. When it comes to all your cabinet, all they really care about things that shouldn't be going off the port, disappearing from the port. All they ain't care about that. Anybody want to sue could sue. Anybody want to sue could sue. Yeah? So, when it comes to those issues, yeah, that is what I should come and talk to the Grenadian people about. Grenadians are concerned about their safety. All you had nothing to say. Grenadians concerned about all different things. You all have nothing to say. Yeah? We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, sir. How you do?
I'm good, sir.
Yeah, man. I got to take it brief. I just realized the time. Well, go right ahead.
Yeah, because because the gun is because the gun is Andy Williams and the Prime Minister gun.
Nah, we can't say that, brother. You want to put me in legal trouble? No, we can't say that. No. Take that back. Take that back. Take that back, brother. You will put me in legal trouble. Take it back. Hello?
Hello?
You have to take, no, that's not a laughing matter. They're looking for any excuse to come and sue us. Take it back. You have to take back that statement.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Because we have to distance ourselves from that statement, yeah? All right, brother?
Okay, sir.
All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, if they ain't get me one way, they go try next week. So we have to be careful, you understand? Yeah, we have to be careful. We have a caller. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night. The Rastaman one stone.
Boss, I have to take it real quick.
Yeah, they have to clean up the yard first before they clean somebody else's yard.
Yes, man.
Yeah?
Of course.
All the wrong things they do.
And do it still.
That's the man from Guava calling there.
I know the voice, man. I know the voice. All right.
Okay, so
thank
good
you
night.
so very much.
Yeah.
All right. Have a wonderful one. Yes, indeed, folks. And I think I may have to close it off there. Yes, it is 10 o'clock in the Spice Isle of Grenada. We will be on tomorrow night, God's willing, with Talking Tuesdays for you. I'm not sure who is my guest going to be yet. I have to contact Central and see who the guest will be on with me tomorrow night. But we will be speaking on various issues. So, folks, it has been wonderful being here. Remember to like and share the program before you leave. Like it. And then you could share it via WhatsApp to other people and so on. But remember to give a like to the program before you leave tonight. And folks, in everything you say, everything you do, be safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and definitely not about you. Love each and every one of you. My name is Sheldon Scott. I am out.